Welcome to Paranormal Gateway of Hearthstone. We have the pleasure of having the Ghost Finders as guests tonight. They have been investigating the paranormal for over 10 years, investigating around the country with state-of-the-art technology, witchcraft, and enhanced spiritual abilities. Joining us tonight are British host and spirit medium Rob Thompson, Witch Mega Deputy, paranormal investigators Dan Kress, Melody Knapp, and Steve Dills, investigator and historian. We get a chance to talk about season 19 premiere, the investigations of Sweet Springs Sanitarium, West Virginia, which premieres tonight on Perflix. We also be discussing verifications and investigations and upcoming investigation or events. Without further ado, we got Melody and Dan here.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, look at this.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Oh, it's going nuts. Here we go.
Megan.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey, all right. Hey, Dan, are you in the closet, Dan?
I'm actually on the road, so I just pulled over into a parking lot to do the.
Oh, you're awesome.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't want to miss it.
Yeah, it's great to have you guys on. I look forward to it.
It's our big premiere night on Paraflix.
Oh, no, that's also for that was good for our show, huh?
Yeah.
Got to do what I do, huh?
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been great. I just scurried over from Scarefest. And
you're lucky.
It was great. And our new banner has you guys on there, too. And so we were telling everybody about Paraflix.
You're awesome. You're awesome.
I feel like I'm on the Queen. I see a little silhouette of a man. You know, like I feel like I'm on that video, like doing that with Freddie Mercury's gonna pop up next to me in a second.
It's part of Brady. It's part of Brady Bunch. It's a story every day. Yeah.
Yeah, I was telling Scott before we started how excited we've been to come on and talk with him about Sweet Springs and how we got into the paranormal and everything like that.
Most definitely.
Then a lot of you guys had experiences that got you into it, but I started in the paranormal reading stuff when I was I don't know, grade school or whatever, to start reading stuff and just doing research and stuff. And when I got to the point later on where I get a group together, I've been doing this for a while. The first experience I had wasn't until I actually was with a group. And I was at a church in Flourishtown, Pennsylvania. I had an EVP that we had in the nursery that there was a lady and me sitting at the table, and you know how to do a knock? You knock like this? And then when I got the EVP pack, I said, no, I can't. In the kid's voice. So that's when I first started, getting into it. And then that's like 12 years ago. So I'll get what you guys do, but I'd like to. That'll be Steve Dills coming in.
Yay.
There's Steve.
Hi, Steve.
Hey, Steve.
Sorry, my camera was giving me grief there for a minute, but
yeah, you're all right.
I see.
How's it going, guys?
Going great.
Going well. I have a visitor that wants to join in.
Oh, hello.
Nice.
Hey, hi, Nine.
You guys.
What's your kitty's name?
Her name is Nine because when I found her, she was on her 9th life.
Oh,
Nice. I love
Now
that.
she lives her best
yeah,
life.
it's good to you for that.
Yeah.
You say she's living her best life.
Oh, yeah. She's
Now she is.
Look
at how fat she
every
is.
podcast that we do, like the video ones, she's always like, oh, Mom, I want to be in this too. I'm like, all right, girl, you don't put in the work, but okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Rob's here.
Hello.
How are you, Rob?
Pip, pip, hello.
Hello.
How are you, finders?
How is it going, Rob?
So great
Well-
to be spending Saturday night with you all.
Right? I miss you guys already.
I
And
know.
I especially miss you, Melody. I can't wait to give you a hug again soon.
I know. I miss you guys so much. I can't wait to hear all about DeadCon. It looks like you had an incredible time.
It was so
Good
great.
times.
And you had some fans at Scarefest come up and tell me how much they loved you too.
Oh
was
my
cool.
heart! I
Yeah.
can't wait to meet them all.
It's
Yeah,
awesome.
there was.
You guys are awesome.
Thank you. I just pulled off the highway.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm outside. I'm actually sat outside the luxury hotel that Dan very kindly booked me into.
So what's
Megan stayed there last time. How did you like the hotel, Megan?
It was awesome. So great.
I'm just waiting for the concierge to come and pick up the Mercedes, and
It's not going to happen.
I want them to just carry you in, Rob. As you're interviewing, I just want them to carry you in.
If Rob
Oh,
had
well,
it his way,
be
that
nice.
would be the case.
Yeah, be nice, Stephen.
oh
It
boy,
would be
yeah.
like King of the Ring, where they'd have 4 people carrying him in down the aisle or something, with a little crown on top of his head.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, we should do that for our next intro, wherever we film.
Oh yeah.
I'll carry him
Here,
to do
we'll
his
have
reading.
like camels. We'll have like camels following, and Rob will be like on top of a pill. Here comes Rob to do a psychic evaluation. Okay, 10 minutes later. Hold on, let me get on my hands and knees so you have a step.
Oh golly.
Sorry, you have to forgive me. It was that deafening roar of laughter. Just I lost the last couple words.
Sounds
We
like
love you.
sounds like Steve's the troublemaker.
Oh, I'm great. I'm
Ever
totally
since
not
Steve
that.
got involved, there's been a lot of trouble. Yeah.
Totally not me. Totally.
Not at all. Not at all, Steve.
Mike said, "Congrats on your premiere, y'all. So much love to you. Love you, Mike. Oh my goodness, I can't wait. Lindsay still has maybe a video to send to you that we made for you today. You were with us in spirit, and I miss you so much."
Yes, love you so much, Mike. Mike is one of my favorite people.
So great.
Hey Mike. Awesome. Got a question. You guys want to go around and tell me how you got interested in paranormal?
Sure.
Who's going first?
We'll start with you.
Who said
We'll
we
go-
were
we'll go-
interested in the paranormal?
We'll go clockwise.
Clockwise? Okay.
Yeah.
So, hi, everyone. If you don't know who I am, my name is Melody Knapp, and I'm a paranormal investigator featured on the Ghost Finders. Oh, that sounds so professional.
It did. I was
not
like,
really
"Dang,
like that. Not really like that. All right.
she's been practicing. She's like the last week. She's
It
just been
was-
doing
it
that
was-
in front
it
of
was-
the, in
it
front of the
was-
mirror.
It wasn't scripted either.
No, I worked all morning, so I have my work voice on. That is totally my work voice. But yeah, so for me, I've always been really interested in the paranormal and supernatural, but what really hooked me and got me involved in the field of investigating was when I was about 17, 18 years old. I was at a location in Massachusetts on the East Coast, which everyone knows Massachusetts is one of the most active places in the country. And I saw a full-bodied apparition crawl out from a bulkhead, because I was walking on the outskirts of a property,
Mhm.
on a path. It crawled out from a bulkhead, ran into the path I was walking on, and I could see it and I heard it running, and it just stopped, turned, looked at me, and then turned, ran away, and disappeared in front of my eyes. And that moment is when I immediately found my first team to join, and I just immersed myself in the field, because I just had so many questions. And here I am, over 11 years late, 12. Oh gosh, I'm old.
Yeah.
12 years later.
Yeah.
And I probably have more questions than I did when I first started, but that was the initial thing that pushed me to really research and dive into this.
Awesome. Yeah.
For me, it was just a couple of years ago. I got this telephone call from a British chap named Rob. He goes, "Hey, mate, do you know that you have a haunted house over there?" And I said, "What? A haunted house?" He goes, "Yeah, I'd like to bring my team, the Ghost Finders, to see what's going on at your place." And I was like, "Really?" So I was just kind of flabbergasted. I was amazed that they wanted to come to the house. And that was kind of my first taste of paranormal TV, getting to have the Ghost Finders come to the Hinsdale house that I own and watch them do their thing. And that's what kind of amazed me about this team from the get-go, is how they clicked, their approach to how things go. Later, because I liked what they did, I started like feeding Rob. I'm like, here, Rob, go to this place. Here, Rob, go to this place. Check this place out. And then eventually he invited me to come on the team. And here I am today.
Yay. We're so happy to have you too, Dan.
And boy, are we honored to have you too.
You're perfect fit, I'll tell you.
But am I up?
You're up.
Dan, that wasn't what triggered your interest in the paranormal. You plonker, you.
I was waiting for it.
I'm such a wanker.
He's telling you a bunch of Hans Christian Andersen, but never mind.
There was a lot of truth to that statement. A lot of truth.
It was all true, but you were involved in the field
Except for when I got involved in the field. Yeah.
Oh, Daniel, I'm so excited to see you again twice in a week. No less. How can I possibly manage with all of that love? How can I cope? So
as long as I don't get a call from the hotel about missing drawers in the bathroom, we'll be good.
I hope, by the way, Megan, I hope before I tell you here, I hope Chris Williams I hope you made her day by telling her that I am available and giving her my new number.
You got it. Yeah, today was great. So
it's
many
gonna make her
people.
year.
Yeah.
So I started. Well, I suppose the incident that really got me fascinated in it, is when I was about 5 or 6 years old, and so my mother, who raised me, was a housekeeper in this like glorious mansion. It's just like this estate. It's sort of like something out of Downton Abbey, and she was often more than not working downstairs in the kitchens, and I just would sit and watch TV, which not going to show my age too much, but BBC had 2 channels and there was one other, and they ended at midnight. Like ended.
Well, that's not my age. You're probably
one
close,
of them
close
I
to
know
me
was
in
the
age.
Benny Hill show.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
So anyway, long story short, I came to I made contact with spirits that were there at this 17th century mansion, and realized that they could see me, and vice versa, through an event that happened in my bedroom, involving a book that levitated right near the bookshelf. And then in the morning when I woke up, it was there on the bed. And yeah, that's the truncated version, because otherwise you'll be here till Easter. But that's what got me asking questions and just lit the fuse really to the explosion of curiosity that would have enveloped my life and bring me into the most wonderful places, including the absolutely fantastic company of these angelic individuals.
Rob, I'll send you my $10 later.
I was just gonna say.
I'll get you.
Go on, Dilly.
Are you serious, Clark?
All right. So my name's Steve Dills. I got interested in the paranormal very young. My parents had a job opportunity to move down to Virginia, which is where I currently reside. And we moved into a house that resided not necessarily on a Civil War battlefield, but it was on property that had a lot of troop movement. And I think that's probably the catalyst for a lot of the activity that occurred. And my childhood for 2 years encompassed everything from watching my bedroom and closet doors opening and closing, my name being screamed into my ear as at night. I was sick for a good 6 months. I mean, the whole 9 yards, seeing doppelgangers, full body apparitions, everything. And so after that, luckily we moved out after 2 years. and as my mother says, 2 years too long. And so that kind of sparked my interest. Got into the paranormal to kind of help other people and use my own battle scars, if you will, because it was frightening. Like I was terrified to go home, which sucks, and people shouldn't feel that way. So got into the paranormal to try to help other people make sure that they are not terrified of going to their refuge from the world as well. So
That's awesome, Steve.
That is.
Yeah, for me, I've been like enamored by the paranormal since my family kind of raised me in it. My grandparents traveled the world and taught me like eclectic ways dealing with spirits and witchcraft. And my mom, she was like, why can't we just be normal? Like, I just want to go to Sunday school, which was totally cool. The reason why is because she had a lot of paranormal experiences growing up. And so I obviously took after my grandparents, but like my whole family has had so many different encounters with the others. And yeah, and my dad he's really into cryptids and like other paranormal stuff too. So my mom's like, I can't escape it.
Cryptids.
yeah, exactly. And so it's been great. And I was just doing my thing, just loving the spirit world and talking to them. And Rob invited me on years ago, and this team's wonderful. And to me, I was saying as well, like, it's awesome having interactions with spirits like witchcraft and things. But when I was able to experience the technology alongside of that, so to hear a spirit's voice over the spirit box for the first time and to be like, oh, wow, everything I felt inside and knew to be true, to have technology back up those feelings as well was so amazing. And so I've loved every moment with these guys and our family touring around the world. So yeah.
Yeah, you guys did a lot of stuff. I watched your shows over the Ghost Box or that. What's it called? That what it's called? Dan, you had the box.
Oh, the Geoport?
Geoport, yeah. So I get us off for that too.
Mm-hmm. It's so cool. Dan has some of my favorite tech of all time too. Yeah, a lot of his boxes that specially made, they're so clear. And the conversations we've had back and forth with spirits.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, amazing.
So you guys, we're talking about anything you're allowed to talk about for the sanitarium?
Well, things that we're allowed to talk. I mean, we could probably
talk about the first half of it.
Yeah. It was a night, kind of like tonight, 5 years ago. The sound of a garbage truck coming down the street. No, I'm just kidding.
No, but really, guys, like that night at Sweet Springs was probably like one of the most intense moments that I've experienced on an investigation. And it really just goes to show you that this can affect you, like physically, which I think a lot of people kind of don't take that into account when they're investigating. But like, thank God for our team. And like Megan was talking about, like our family, that we have all these different avenues. Like it isn't just investigators. Like we have people on the spiritual side that can also help navigate these situations.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it definitely was an interesting night. You
It
know,
was.
like it
I'm
was
just
hard.
glad
Like
I had Daniel Glass with me because, or I don't know what I would have done.
Sorry to hold too.
You know.
well, you know, I'm the guy that brings us all together. That's what I
there
do.
you go.
Yes,
You are.
that's right. You bring us all together.
You're the
Man,
glue. You're the
I'm
glue.
so glad you do.
True.
You
It's
are
so
the
what
glue.
people didn't see in that episode is
you're
after
the-
what happened with Jose happened, I was like full steam ahead. I was like, let's go. We're going up there. And like Dan's really the one that was like, "Don't waste." Like,
It was
he
crazy.
pulled out.
I gotta tell you, you know, that place, it's like, you know, there are a lot of places you go to and then like one building has a personality of its own. This place had like multiple it had multiple personality disorder. I mean, it was like literally every floor, not even, it was like each floor had two personalities, and then they changed depending on what time of day it was, right guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it's why it's so important. Like, as we go into locations, we all stay grounded. You know, we all kind of are ready for that type of thing to happen. But, you know, Jose has only been with us. He's our director of photography. He's only been with us for a couple of shoots. And what happened to him, I mean, you're going to have to watch the show. But what happened to him just kind of threw everybody for a loop. I think it was very unexpected. You know, thank God, you know, we were there, able to come together as a team and figure it out and kind of help out the situation. But yeah, I mean,
Is that what
Yeah.
that was the one that was in the intro?
yeah,
That part, yeah.
I think, you know, those are the situations where it sort of shows the girls from the women, the boys from the men, you know, is because we've been doing this for so long together that it just, we all know what needs to happen and when it needs to happen, how it needs to happen. And then if something throws a spanner in the works, boom, we're right all over it together. And that's how it should be, you know, in any team, doing anything. But I mean, that's just the cohesive clay that is the Ghost Fighters. And that's sort of been a process of evolution over, you know, I mean, Megan's been with us 5 years now. And in fact, Megan, I have something for you here. Okay.
Oh my God.
All right. You have won your, and I'd like to present this on the air for 5 years of putting up, of enjoying being on the show. And
I think
yes,
you want.
when I see you, I will put it round your delicate neck.
Oh my goodness.
And Dan, you got a year and a half to go, but you're following on our heels. Steve, not a chance. Melody, you are.
I'm
what
3
what
years
can I say? Melody, you are just something else. I gotta just quickly say this. This lady is the literal female Inspector Gadget. I mean, seriously, she works. She's like not just a mom, she's a super mega mom. Number two, she's like an awesome investigator and a cast member, and she does these events once she can that she can make and interviews. I mean, God, bloody, you know, shove a broom up her ass, she'd sweep the floor, you know. So just, I want to give a clap to this awesome single mom who is just a rock star in her own right.
You're Wonder Woman.
Sorry,
you're doing
had to
all
say
the
it.
things, and so happy to have you on the team. We've exactly, Rob. We've had a lot of people be part of the family, but man, our group right now as well, we just have clicked into place. And just like you were saying, Melody, like it was cool because when we experienced that at Sweet Springs, everybody did click into place and have each other's backs. And I'm so proud of all of us, how we handled things and showed respect to our teammate as well as the spirit world, and just all around, like everybody, just solid rock stars.
Yes.
And guys, I mean, look at us, like our dynamic too with Rob. Of course we're sticking around, guys. Like all of the jokes back and forth, it's like the best ever. And I'm just so proud of all of us to be able to share that with all of our fans and viewers. And thank you again for having us on with
no problem.
It's the best.
I think it's special thanks to Heather too for hooking us up.
Heather's right
Aw.
here. Say hi, Heather.
Hey,
Come on.
Oh,
Yeah.
come.
Yes,
Oh.
that's the superwoman behind the scenes.
Yeah, she's been dealing with my driving for the last 5 hours.
Oh, you poor thing.
Or thing.
I mean, I'm not driving that car, Rob. It could be worse. You could be praying to stay alive.
So that bad hair day, is it?
You should see her hands, white knuckles. I'm telling you. Oh, but
Yeah.
Yeah, it was almost as bad as Megan, but like for a much prolonged period, driving in
Yeah.
Megan's bug through the streets of Philadelphia at 85 miles an hour to get back to set to start filming at
Bit of
Eastern
an
State Penitentiary.
exaggeration, but yeah, no. If
Sounds
we
totally
can be on
safe.
set, I'll get us there. You know it.
We make our call times.
That's right. That's right.
Everything after that is just fate.
Well, I can't drive anymore, so my wife drives around, and I'm always putting on the mandatory brake.
Yeah. So yeah, we had a blast at last week at Dead Convention, and wow, that was fantastic. Doing the panels there with ghost hunters and just really meeting some fantastic people. This week, Megan, you're already at the Scary Con.
Scarefest, yeah.
Scarefest, yeah.
Scarefest.
So great. Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
how's that going?
So wonderful. There's a bunch of even people from the panel that you guys were with from Ghost Hunters at this one. We got to say hi. Everybody's been wonderful. Nick and Tessa are here, so it's great to see them again. And we're like, yay, congratulations.
Right?
Guys. Yeah. And it was great. We actually broke a record today for ticket sales at Scarefest. It was
Oh,
wow.
huge and absolutely wonderful. The staff and everything's been great.
I
And
wish I would have been there.
yeah, and so many fans keep telling us, "Oh, love the show." Even fellow people like artists have been coming up and said, "I've been watching you guys over the years," and I feel like this is really significant to say. There was a few people too that really loved us because of our hard work and dedication. They were like, seeing you guys grow over the years, and this is all just you guys, like you're not part of a big network or anything yet, or whatever, but just to see all the passion you poured into it. And they were talking about Sweet Springs. They were like, guys, that was one of the best episodes. It was edited so well. Heather, rock on. Like, it's cool that our fan base is giving us that extra love, and they were saying they love us and admire us even more because they know it's all us, like,
All right.
Yeah, what you see is what you get, you know.
yeah.
No fluffing, no,
Mhm.
and true emotion. When something happens, you're actually seeing how we feel, or our facial expressions are it's all true. So
I mean, that was a nuts location. That was the first place that I've ever filmed with the Ghost Finders, and I mean, my God, like the amount of activity that we experienced, even the first night when a few of us, Melody was filming with her phone, because like we're getting activity like popping off like crazy, and we were just in there touring. We were just taking a look around the building,
checking it out.
and like it's just going nuts. And then with Jose, man, like major props to him, because
Yeah.
I have seen people take that hit and be down for like weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And for him to be getting back up and ready to rock and roll was astounding.
I know we got investigations. The first thing we do is put our audio recorders on, because as soon as you get in there, while you're setting stuff up, I get a lot of stuff sometimes doing that too.
Oh yeah, always turn on your audio recorders before you walk into a building.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, you know what? Audio. Good mics are absolutely everything. It's just important as a camera, maybe even more so. And we're really blessed because for the last 5 seasons we've had the backing of Rode microphones, corporate, on a corporate level, and they just have been fantastic. And I mean, they supply us with all of our microphones and everything, just everyone. Same thing with paranormal equipment. Ghost Augustine, ghosthuntersequipment.com have provided us with all of our paranormal equipment that isn't provided by Dan, who has actually a separate house for his paranormal equipment. We won't say it too loud because his wife.
I was just going to say, don't tell his
Yeah.
wife.
But
Oh, she knows. She knows.
if you haven't seen Dan's box, or boxes. I mean, he has some beautiful boxes that I'm sure he'd show you. And you just haven't you've got to see these to believe them. They're amazing, you know.
Wow.
And
One day I should to a convention. I should just bring all my boxes.
you
that
should,
would be
but yeah,
something.
your
Display
box.
your
I think I
boxes,
need like
yeah.
4 tables though.
You would. Well, so speaking of his box,
Sorry.
Wait, which box are you talking about?
Yes,
Anyone in particular?
uh,
I was waiting for that.
yeah. Well, you're gonna see which one on episode 2 next Saturday. So
Okay.
this Saturday, right after this, in about half an hour from now, is episode 1 of season 11,
Yeah.
which is Sweet Springs Asylum Sanitarium, and then next weekend is part 2.
Halloween weekend.
Yeah.
Ooh, awesome.
I think it's next weekend. If I'm wrong, then sorry, Natalie, but I think
50 ashes.
And you know what? I want to give a quick shout out before I shut up and hand it over to Natalie Jones, because she is an absolute rock star. Paraflix is just all the things you could wish for and so much more in
I'm on that. I got that.
in independent content, indie produced content in the paranormal sphere.
There's a lot of great
And,
stuff on there.
There's on every level. You should definitely check it out. Subscription and 25% off when you mention us. It's in our link at the Ghost Finders on Facebook.
You can't beat that.
Yay.
Rob.
Dun dun dun.
Okay,
Code the Ghost
You're it.
Finders 25.
Ooh,
Paraflix.
Steve's
Ghost Finders
coming in.
25. Did you say? Steve?
The Ghost Hunters 25 gets you 25% off of your annual subscription. So it's instead of $29, it's going to be 22 and some change.
My goodness, that sounds
Wow.
like a deal, Steve. What was it again?
The Ghost Finders 25 at
Ghost Finders
paraflix.com.
25.
Perfect.
Ah, okay.
Actually, I think
Wow.
I did use your thing on there.
Thank you.
Solidarity.
Yes.
What T-shirt size are you? I'll send you a T-shirt.
Yeah, well, I already
Extra
made me
large.
buy the other ones.
You upstairs.
Extra large.
Okay.
Extra large. Yep.
Yep. Okay. We got you a hoodie.
Awesome.
You should get it in about 5 years.
Yeah, he'll drive it by,
Oh,
drop it off.
I might need a double X time.
It only took Madison a year and a half
Mhm.
to get her.
Oh, Rob, you kill me.
Oh, you
No.
did. You saw Maddie. That's exciting. I haven't met Madison in person yet.
So proud of her. Like, she honestly made DeadCon for me, like, legitimately. Like, it,
Hey, Natalie's here. Hey, everyone.
Look, speak of the devil.
Natalie.
Hi, Natalie.
Hey, Natalie.
best. Oh my gosh. Like, every time I open up my phone,
Hi, Natalie.
Natalie's just sharing all the love. We love you so much. Thank you so much.
That's awesome.
I can't hear anyone.
But
You can't hear
no,
anyone?
It was
Hello.
epic. We were like,
Oh, there you are.
maybe- Am I
Back.
glitchy?
Nope.
No?
You're a tiny bit, but I think it's cleared up.
Okay.
Awesome.
Say, I'm hoping we can maybe have Madison on as a guest. We were contemplating and stuff too, so it was really cool to get to investigate with.
Oh,
Well,
no.
that was. I guess that
Megan.
answered that question.
Yep.
Madison, you're out. Sorry. You've spoken.
No, I
Yeah.
want Madison to come in. I haven't gotten to meet her yet.
The internet god's spoken.
The universe has spoken.
You know what? I think she just got a new broomstick from the dealership, and it's still a bit, the Wi-Fi and
The Nimbus
Bluetooth.
3000.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, Natalie is right. So she's on top of it. Check this out. So, so tonight, when we're done here at 9 p.m., the season 11 premiere of the Ghost Finders is going to be dropping on Paraflix. So as soon as,
You know what?
soon as
Something else
they're
I was
done
excited
here,
about on
you're
Paraflix.
there.
My
Be-
paranormal
be there.
experience is now jumped over, and they are now like they're like the last holdouts. Now they're like over on Paraflix too.
Oh, that's amazing.
I was talking to them, and they're totally excited, and their show's going to be on as well. So if anybody hasn't been able to check out My Paranormal Experience, it's a really good show,
yeah,
really
I
put
check it
together,
out.
edited really well. They do a really good job. Mr. Withers, congratulations on joining the Paraflix family.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yay.
I'm planning hopefully tonight to check out Alone at Hinsdale. That
Ooh,
is
there
the
you
plan.
go.
That's the plan later
very
tonight.
that was very good too.
Yeah.
That's the plan right now.
That's man.
Depends on what the kids want to do, but
Well, I gotta watch
gotta
your.
go to sleep.
I gotta watch your premiere first.
Now,
Yeah, of
also,
course.
I have
That's
an
first.
episode. I have an episode coming up in a few weeks on Discovery Plus of A Haunting, season umpteen, and it's actually it's based on one of our episodes, based on one of the locations that we were at, and we made an episode. And I won't tell you any more than that, but it's coming up in the next few weeks. So right after Halloween, I believe.
Look out for it.
November, hopefully.
Awesome. Yeah.
Sweet.
Megan says I'm back. My broom flew me back in.
So now I gotta say before I forget. Okay, anybody who's anywhere near, or even if you're not near, to Buffalo, New York, you've gotta come to the most amazing psychic fair. It is all happening here in Buffalo tomorrow, and Dan will tell you all about it. And I'll be giving gallery readings. And after the gallery readings, with my spiritual mediumship teachers, Diet Rane, and she is a student of the famous Lisa Williams, of course, the medium. And so I'm going to be giving gallery readings with Diet. And of course, there's going to be many, many other psychics. There'll be tons of different vendors, amazing stuff. Right, Dan?
Yeah.
All right,
There's going to be tomorrow. It's we picked tomorrow because the Buffalo Bills, are actually on a bye week, so to hold an event on a Sunday in Buffalo
Unholy.
is not a good idea. It's very unholy unless the Bills are on a bye week. Mm-hmm. So we have well over 200 pre-sale tickets sold for tomorrow. It's going to be amazing. We have about 22 different psychics from around Western New York and other areas. Diet's coming all the way from California. Rob's in from Pennsylvania. So there are featured guests this weekend. And we have many. I'm excited, too. We have a historic reader. Her name's Carol Ruth. And she's been all over the country, all over the world. She's going to be also doing a gallery reading. She's an amazing astrologer. It's only $5 to get in, pre-sale. So you have until midnight to buy tickets. Otherwise, it's $8 at the door or $2 for $15. To get into the gallery readings, it's $20, and that will get you into all 3 gallery readings tomorrow. So it's like a VIP bracelet. So 1 p.m. until 6 p.m. at the historic, which has been featured on Paranormal Lockdown, Destination Fear, many amazing shows. The Statler Hotel in downtown Buffalo, right before it's going under construction. This will be one of the last events there.
Hey, Rob, what part of Pennsylvania are you from?
What's that, bud?
What part of Pennsylvania are you from?
Oh, so we live up in the Poconos. So that is sort of northeastern Pennsylvania.
I know where it's at.
It's beachfront property, you know.
I was born and raised in York, Pennsylvania. So I live there in York.
Oh, York, PA. Yeah.
We've actually now.
We did an episode in York, didn't we, guys?
Which one did you do?
Okay, guy, girl. Megan and I did anyway.
Which one did you do?
Well, it was the old Yorktown Hotel, and of course they ripped everything out. This was like 3 years ago, and just completely renovated it, like gutted it inside
Right.
and out renovation, which it should be opening soon, I would imagine. But
Yeah.
that was crazy, having this ginormous hotel of, what was it, 25 floors?
Yeah, and it was cool. We did a lockdown on that episode. So each of us took a different floor to sleep in. And I had one of the coolest experiences because in my hotel, like the next morning, I was like, Heather, why did you walk into my room and talk to me? But I had a spirit walk in and be like, what are you doing in here? And I, half asleep, was like, oh, Heather, this is the floor that you guys wanted me to be on. You're one more up. Love you, girl. Your hair looks awesome. And I went back to sleep. And then I was like, oh my gosh, Heather, that definitely wasn't you, because your hair wasn't that long anyway. But it was awesome to have an experience where I saw so vivid. And I thought it was someone in the flesh, body apparition. And yeah, we had such a great time at that location. It was really cool, Rob. I loved it there.
At Yorktown, that was our first stop on the bar crawl we used to do.
Ah, nice. Yeah.
That place is nice.
Not to bring it back to Sweet Springs, but Rob, when you guys were putting together the episode, we didn't cover anything about the bed and breakfast that we stayed at, did we?
Now, where are you talking about? Sweet Springs?
Yeah, at Sweet Springs, the building that we slept in on the property, we didn't cover anything about that, right?
No,
No.
I don't believe so. But other than
Okay.
Well, yeah, I mean,
So it's free game to discuss, right? It's free game to talk about.
I think so. I
Okay,
mean,
perfect.
go for it.
Okay, good, because so like not only did we investigate Sweet Springs, but a few of us stayed in one of the old buildings where like the doctors and nurses that were on call would have stayed for like 24/7. So like they didn't have to stay in the main building, but they had to stay on site, and they were maybe like a 5-minute walk to the main building.
Yeah.
And it is an old building that was active. I mean, the first few minutes of walking in there, when I got there, I could have swore other people were in the house. I thought I heard Rob talking in the house. So I walk in, and of course nobody's in there. And I think, Rob, your daughter saw somebody in the house. I saw somebody in the house. And then at one point in the evening, I heard somebody walking around in the main hall, and like everybody was crashed asleep because it was like 3 a.m. in the morning or something ridiculous. And I mean, it was just funny because like not only are we investigating this incredibly active building, but we're also going to go sleep in in another incredibly active building.
Yeah.
It was funny.
It really is.
That's
you know?
awesome. That's
What was
cool.
it like? She was 3 weeks old. My daughter, she's 4 now. She was 3 weeks old when she started hitting the road with us doing shoots, and she's not missed a single shoot.
Wow.
So
Lily is a pivotal part of our experience with filming.
we got to get Matrix on. We got
I would love to bring him
Mini
on.
Ghostbusters.
Skip to straighten the level.
Yeah. But no, more onto what Steve was saying. So that bed and breakfast that we stayed at, it was really funny because like in typical Melody fashion, I was not ready on time like everyone else. So everyone like shipped off to the sanitarium to like start like the outside drone footage and all that stuff. And I'm like rushing to put my makeup on and like finish my hair. And I could have swore someone walked back in, and I literally popped my head out about to be like, guys, I swear to God, like I'm almost done. But no one was there. They were literally it was like half a mile up the road, right? Like, you guys were, it was like a car right away. Like you couldn't really just walk there quickly, you know?
Yeah.
And then at another point, I had to go back to grab something. I think it was batteries, like extra batteries. And all the lights were on, but I knew that they were turned off when we left, and it was so wild. Like I love getting to sleep in haunted places when we're out on the road because it just adds that little razzle dazzle to the experience.
You remember when we went back too? Remember how the doors had those like big heavy latches on them? Remember the doors were locked, the bathroom was locked. Like
Yeah.
when
Oh,
we
yeah.
went
Yes,
back
I
in,
remember that. That's right.
I totally
it's like
forgot.
somebody, and we had to like get the caretaker to come and unlock the doors because we had our keys. And then there was no way for us to get in. You know, they weren't. Everything was locked. We only had the one entrance. You know.
Yep.
So he's like, I don't know how your room got locked. I don't know how the bathroom got locked. I go, well, me neither. You know, like,
Yep.
hello.
Self-sabotage.
Yep.
Yeah, that was interesting. I mean,
So, yeah, if you
I love
guys-
it, but it was interesting.
If you guys get to go to Sweet Spring Sanitarium, definitely stay on the bed and breakfast on the property because it's well, not to mention there's probably not a hotel within an hour or two, so no
we
self
probably-
You'll
service.
have no
You're probably
self
better off
service.
just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll probably
using
just
the-
stay.
I
Oh,
think that's one of the
sorry.
things that
Yeah.
really adds to Sweet Springs is the fact that there's like nothing. There's like one
Nothing.
gas station 40 minutes away, and other than that, it's like you're on your own.
Yep.
You were
I mean,
isolated, like absolutely
our craft
isolated.
services, okay, which you know, we didn't have our craft services. I brought my charcoal grill, and John and Steve and a couple of guys just making burgers, and
We
my
grilled
God,
out, man.
Wait. I need to tell the funny story
I
about
thought you were
when
gonna
we all
talk about the
arrived.
pies.
I was
Pies.
just darn it. I was just gonna say the funny
ahead, Melody.
moment where
Pies.
Rob's like, "Hey, can you pick up some pies for everyone?" And Dan buys these delicious pies, right? And Rob walks in. He's like, "Where's the pizza?" Pie. And he's like, "I meant pizza pie."
I had no idea why he wanted pies. I thought I was going and he was bringing the food. So like, thank God he got some burgers because
Yeah.
otherwise we all would have been eating like I think I got a peach and an apple and
You nailed
pumpkin
it.
pie.
You nailed the pie.
is there anyone else here? Okay, let's ask our host. Okay, you ever called a pizza a pie? Hey, pick a pie up, will you?
No,
No, you say pizza pie. If you're
No,
gonna
you
say
Yeah.
I
pizza
just,
pie,
I
you
just,
say
I just say
pie.
pizza.
Yes.
I say pizza too.
I
Yeah,
just say
pizza.
pizza,
Oh
but I've
my
heard
God,
pizza
whatever.
pie.
Okay, what do I know? You know. So,
I will
he's
admit I have
he's
totally
picking up the
called it a
director of
pie.
photography from the airport, and I'm like, okay, pizza's easy, and there's pizza everywhere. So I was like, Dan, hey, pick up a couple pies. Where you're on the like a peach pie and an apple pie.
I got a question for you then, Rob.
I
I'm
thought he was messing with me. I was like, no, seriously, where is the pizza?
I got a question for you. Are you a Wolfie Pie person or the gob?
What did he say?
Who was the question for, Rob?
What?
Wolfie,
Yeah.
yeah, what, I can't talk now. Wolfie Pie or gob? Never heard of Wolfie Pies?
No.
Oh my God. Really?
Did someone ask me a question?
Everybody. But everybody. It doesn't matter. Never heard of it.
Well, sorry, could you repeat the question?
Ever heard of a Wolfie Pie? It's a cake with icing in the middle.
Oh, whoopie pie.
Yeah.
Oh,
There you go.
I've heard of that. Yeah. Mhm.
Um,
Oh
That-
yeah.
is that a
Well,
pie?
Oh, whoopie pie. Yeah.
Whoopie pie.
but some people call them gobs.
Oh no,
I've
whoopee.
heard that.
Yeah.
I've
I
only
can
heard it
remember.
referred to as a whoopee.
Mhm.
Yeah, I had a whoopie pie. It looked like a cow pat,
Yeah.
Yes.
and it pretty much tasted like a cow pat.
Never talk food with Rob.
Oh boy.
It's all about that organic, handcrafted life, and I'm over here stuffing Cheetos in my face.
Healthy McDonald's.
Oh,
What do we have
Look
here?
at some
then?
lovely snacks.
Oh, God. Ew. What did you put in there? Oh.
oh yes, man. Now I want Burger King. So bad.
In-N-Out Burger.
Megan's the only one of the craft services this weekend, so everybody else is eating like shit.
Mhm.
Very thankful for it too.
You know what? Megan deserves it because she is an absolute queen.
Oh, thanks, girl. Right back.
Although
at you.
Steve's acting all quiet because we know he just went out to dinner before he came on. He's probably out for steaks or something.
No,
And we got Cheetos and Doritos and Burger King.
we rushed back from camping, so we like threw hot dogs over the fire as quick
Yep.
as possible.
Yep.
Steve, you're a culinary. You really are what I would call a pit master. I mean, the way you held that paper plate was just. I mean,
That's skills.
that takes years.
Yeah, like just the amazing work that I did when John and I were gonna go cook, and then and then John was the one cooking, and I was cutting up lettuce. It was amazing.
Yep. Teamwork.
So
Teamwork.
good. Cooked
They
that
were
lettuce
good.
so well.
We're even thinking about doing a show about us making our show.
That,
It's
Gold.
pretty good.
it would be gold.
Go on.
It would be gold.
I'll bring the whoopee.
Yes.
Perfect.
But you can bring Spy too.
Oh,
Yeah,
Natalie
that's true.
asked a question. What location does the team hope to investigate soon? Ooh.
I
Are
know
we
where
each
we're
going to
going.
answer?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, Natalie, I think I can decode that. What Natalie is saying is, where would you like Paraflix to send you in the world? Okay, all expenses paid for
Oh my
your
goodness.
12th season, which I really appreciate, Natalie. And gosh, how can I answer that in one go? We'll have to take a vote on it, everybody, right?
I mean, it would totally just Natalie, I totally just don't send us, anywhere, other than like, I don't know, just don't send us to Paviglia Island.
Maybe
I
you
was just
rephrase it, Robert.
Paviglia is mine. Are you kidding me, Steve? We can't be friends.
Natalie,
No,
where
that's
would
mine.
you
That's mine.
like to go investigate with the Ghost Finders and
Yes.
take us with you?
Yes.
Mhm.
I'll give you
How about
$10 if it's also Paviglia Island, Natalie.
Paviglia.
I hear there's some
Australia.
really active locations in Hawaii.
Oh
My
yeah,
buddy
Yeah.
Snowy told me.
Mm.
and
He
in
lives there.
Ireland.
Yeah.
Ireland would be good. Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bahamas, anywhere in the Bahamas,
Mhm.
the
Alaska.
Caribbean. Caribbean's fine.
Oh, I've done that. We could go to some old pirates castles for sure, and then in Nassau.
Alright.
We
That's
could,
actually
I've gone
yes.
with the
No, I
Twisted
would
crew.
I would love for us to film at the Villisca Axe Murder House. That's
Oh,
always
that'd be great.
list
That
That would
for
be cool.
me.
It's on our bucket list.
Yeah. I think I think the way that our team operates and the compassion and empathy we have when we walk into every location would also really highlight what could potentially be there. Just because we kind of handle everything with like grace and integrity, which is what I love so much about our team, is like we don't go in there being like, who's here? Tell me your name. Like, what do you want? Like, we don't do that. Like, Megan gives her beautiful offerings, and we all just go in with nothing but respect and an open mind, which I think it would be interesting for us to do at that location.
For me, if it's got to be in the continental United States, it would probably be. I've heard so many amazing stories about Sally House.
Yeah.
I would love to go there too and just kind of check out because it's physical. People have gotten physically attacked there, and I think that would be something that we could definitely go in and check out.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
most
put-
definitely. I
what
would
do you
want
think,
to
Megan?
know spirits there for sure, and figure out like why maybe all of these attacks are getting are happening, and maybe we can come in and have an understanding and appease them and get some communication back and forth as to why. That would be awesome.
Mhm.
I've always had a thing for Alcatraz. I don't know if it was because
would be
Clint
awesome.
Eastwood was
That'd
there,
be awesome.
but I hear. I mean, there's so many stories.
He says he doesn't know, like that is exactly the reason why he wants to go, but he's like, yeah, I don't know why. Maybe Clint Eastwood.
Well, Clint Eastwood cut his fingers off there. And it's
Well,
true. It's true. I saw it in a movie, but I try and
Not on the
typically
internet.
steer clear of these places. At the beginning when we started doing this 11 years ago, I was like, okay, I want to do Eastern State. I want to do, Waverly Hills. I want to do, all of the places, the A to Z's that everyone does, because everyone else did them. Nowadays, I'm like, I feel the complete opposite. I'm like, well, why would viewers want to watch the same place done 17 times with 12 different shows? So, that was one of the things that blew me away about Hinsdale House, is because it's like it was at that point so I'd heard about it, but it was just like, size doesn't matter. This place, as you come up on it, it's like Stonehenge. It's like at the top of Mahon Road, and it's like, there it is, boom, just the same Stonehenge effect that you have going along the A4 in Wiltshire in England, and it's like it almost says boo, like to you, like it knew you were coming to visit before you did. Like it's got this whole character of its own, all encompassing.
Yeah.
If you get a chance to, you should definitely
Yeah,
check out the Hinsdale House
we were there.
in Western New York, right, Dan?
Yeah.
I was there
Yes, you
Amazing.
were.
for a whole weekend.
I've been there a couple of times.
Whole weekend, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
awesome.
I think the other cool thing about doing some of these lesser known places is a lot of these bigger places that people have done and done again and again is that story of some of those spirits, and the building has been told. And it's kind of neat, like the locations that I've been with you guys, at least. It's these fresh stories, and you're unearthing something that nobody has seen and heard of for a very, very long time.
Mhm.
You're sharing a new story. You're sharing a story about not only the location and the history of that building, but the people, its inhabitants, the people that were there, the people that visited. And that's always refreshing because you get to kind of reconnect with them. And those stories aren't lost to time. They're being documented in a sense and brought back and shared for people to utilize as a learning opportunity, I think. So it's kind of neat to do like some of these lesser known off the the beaten path kind of places.
Might I say that it's less than 5 minutes till the season premiere of Ghost Finders on Paraflix? If you don't have Paraflix yet, what is it again? What's the code to go to?
The Ghost Finders 25 at Paraflix.com.
Save 25%, guys. Sign up now
There you go.
and check out our season 11 premiere on Paraflix tonight at 9 p.m. Of course, I mean, if you can't make it at 9, you can restream it at any time, over and over and over again. I mean, it's so enjoyable. You're probably going to watch it a lot, many times, because you're going to miss some things, and you're going to want to go back and check them out and document things and send us messages. Seriously, like
Yes.
if there's things that you see on there that you have questions about, we're so easy to get a hold of. Contact us, with any of us, and we'll get answers to you. Of maybe there's questions that you have. That's the biggest thing that I don't like about like watching like national televised shows, because you always have these questions like, well, why didn't they do this, or how come they didn't try it? And you really have to think about, like, you're condensing hours and hours and hours into 50 minutes, and there's always going to be those questions, but you never get those answered. You always keep wondering. The cool thing about us is that you can send us a message and send it to the Ghost Finders page, and we're on it. We respond probably within a day.
Yeah.
No doubt.
All right. It's awesome.
Natalie dropped the links and the code in the chat as well.
Oh,
And
thank
she
you.
also responded. She said, "I'll take you to Haunted Hill House, my home away from home." I'm so totally in.
Perfect.
That's a great place.
Yes.
All right, so get your popcorn and get ready, guys.
No,
Ghost Finders.
about
Don't forget to tell us what you think of it.
get a beer too.
And you can only see. Don't forget, and part 2 is next weekend, right? And only, and I mean only, available on Paraflix. Okay, so go get your subscription, because once you see this episode in a couple minutes' time, you're gonna want to if you didn't already.
Mhm.
Go for it.
Exactly. And Dan said it best. We're like a big paranormal family, so reach out to us, be part of our family, watch the episode, come join in, and let us know what you guys think. So much love to you guys at Paraflix as well.
All the love.
Awesome. You guys are awesome.
Well,
Thank
thanks,
you.
Scott. You're
Hey.
awesome.
Having
Too.
a scar.
Hey.
Awesome.
Thank you so
It's my
much.
pleasure. It's more.
We got to do
My
this
pleasure.
again. I hope you invite us again.
Oh, definitely.
Would love to
You know,
come
you're
back.
only the second person
got-
to have all of us on,
Mhm.
like that I can remember. I don't
Yeah.
think I can remember when all of us have been on like
It's
this.
been very few.
Yeah.
Well, next time you get to Ohio, go on through, pick me up. We'll go for a hike.
All right. Sounds good to me.
All right, guys. Take care.
Thanks,
All right. Have a
everyone.
good night.
Good
Thanks,
night.
everybody. Thanks,
Thanks.
Scott.
Have a
Bye.
great evening.
You too.